MMA rants and raves, Gustafsson versus Teixeira, and the UFC's light heavyweight division. Guys, let's talk about this fight. You know, Gustafsson may very well be the most unanointed champion, meaning that he's come so close. I mean, I actually thought he outpointed Jones in a close fight and should have won. The fight against Cormier was very close. To come up so close, right, and not walk away with a title is very disappointing. He's taking on a guy that has also fought in a title fight, and he performed well. If you look at Teixeira's fight against Jones, I thought he was eye-poked several times in that fight, and I don't think the ref did the job that should have been done here. I think Jones should have had a point taken, at least, from what was going on. And keep in mind, when you get a point taken, it changes the dynamic of the fight. So who knows what kind of adjustments Jones may have had to make, and if that may have affected the outcome of the fight. But the point being is that Teixeira is a very tough guy. We know that. He's well-rounded, and he's shown that in his fights. Prior to his recent fight, the most devastating loss of his career, and then he bounced back and just looked like the same old Glover Teixeira. So that's a very good sign. He's serious about his career. He was able to overcome a very tough loss, in which fighters haven't been able to do. I mean, you see it in the past. Fighters suffer a very tough loss, and has a substantial effect on their future. So he proved that he was able to come back and be dominant. And he even showed that he can take a punch. Cannonier hits hard. He absorbed it, kept coming forward. So he looks like he's back to Glover Teixeira. That is something very important to look at. Gustafsson's takedown defense is incredible. Teixeira just came off a victory against a guy who was quite easy to take down. Cannonier's takedown defense is poor. His defense was very good. I was very impressed with that, but you have to stop those takedowns. I mean, the takedowns were coming easy. Gustafsson, on the other hand, has extremely tough takedown defense. I mean, as a matter of fact, he even took his opponent down, Cormier. We know how good his wrestling is. So the other problem is striking with Gustafsson. I mean, he's just a massive light heavyweight. This guy is really big, long, really good striking, a lot of power. So on the feet, it can also pose a problem. On the other hand, Teixeira also has very heavy hands, and it just makes you wonder what to expect here. He might just be very aggressive and try to do what Anthony Johnson did. Well, try to get inside and be very aggressive and try to get maybe an early finish or something. That remains to be seen. And as we also know, Gustafsson's cardio is very good for a man his size. I mean, he must be cutting a lot of weight. His cardio looks phenomenal for a guy that big. And Teixeira's cardio, we all know how good his cardio is. So these are very tough guys. I think what it's going to come down to is size. Gustafsson has the reach. This fight may be decided on the feet where they're fighting on the outside. I mean, possibly it could be similar to Teixeira fighting Jones. He just might not be able to get inside and deal with this guy's reach. He fights very long, so this can be a problem for Teixeira. Now keep in mind, Gustafsson has a lot in common with Teixeira. He also suffered a devastating knockout against the same opponent that Teixeira faced. However, Gustafsson stayed in there longer. So I don't know if you can measure chin versus chin. Both of these guys are known to have really good chins, very tough. But like Teixeira, he was able to bounce back. So both fighters have proven that they can come back from a devastating loss. So I'm going to go to prediction here. I got Gustafsson to win this fight. I would like to know what you think about the fight. Please leave your comments. Please subscribe. Please like up this video. And thank you for tuning in.